na almost it was a chapters in about the chapters in the Sudan. From chapter to chapter to chapter to chapter. Programs and programs and programs. Unlike Senia, even Ghana, other external branches in Abutunas, Akoye de Dero, your platform is so share. But apart from that, what do you say? Be activities all the time until MBB as because of saying premier branch, Yantina, the Gushua mobilization, you put to encouragement, the Gushua. I wish the leadership of Ghana can also do the same and go around and make sure, say, only consistency to consistency, between commerce, now, yet, share more basic media. Until a fee, and Shanko from Uzi shows the Kata meeting, you know, put the power. I don't say we are so May, Yamea last Sunday of May. The annual general meeting, Tekaka. Only a big drop until you have to put me making sure say you're calling me. As I the ornament here, something radio, Council of Elders, and before I be going or mushroom, be a cassette, and before I can the Council of Elders, and the movie, the chairman. Limited to the National Council of Elders in the consistency to consistency. Now, question will be a very simple question, but very serious question. So, reviewing, we should be there, Yami, Yatisha, Bonting, Kasa, Nina, but you will be there, who say, you kwaso ampa na ebi se ohwe mu a nipa no mu a kasa no enka se senka ye wo pani fi a otimi tia wo na otimi ka tia wo de so ase so kasa ndi we de no ko ka tia wo bi se onya kasa ndi media nyame ma se ni se yemma kasanu mwafum yemma kasanu mwafum nipa for so for nipa nensa ala ma say utumu say we high profile people are omo tiesi munte so no radio to radio ya general secretary ani you watch him sabunti ana yenya ba adwasafu mesro yenya ya abutre yenya Sakasa baby Benamway. You move in your some count. Your castle, your casa, and papa and padia. And you somewhere you beat me a capa, Utus and Panama Moagazaku, video Abantiana, and the wolf from the Casai. Oh, when this one, and you are meeting a but never do to radio. It is a Kasam Padia, Bia, so the Casa, Bia, with some car. But no idea about who is to see how anybody say. With your futuna, maybe the ma, you know, Nayan Senate. Metaweti, yes, Simon come too much, especially on our flag bearership position. Say, you see, Danya, you have two foundations. Ansana ya boso. If it is a way to me and to foundation, now we are learned for me and being young musician, Pumani at Apuro. Now to mean for beings near the Musuya. Want to mean franchising almost.
We never been put out in Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. Honan Kameba. And Chancy, yeah, the board time so. Infancy no more foundations as it. It must say, Yenina platforms are your so I who obia our right is also support to. So say baby are you as I say a polling station executive elections. As I say electoral area constituency ebe ready. Now you be a national executive. Me a futu a mede be man say sa elections no necessary a shema ye ni ko ho na ye ni yi na ye timi make sure say ye nya right because ye timi nya sa basic ones ni nyina right and partner sa di ko ye sikasem o ma ye ka say ye share ku treat sika man ko fo na o mu nyini a ho na your problem no be sa sha say because a ho no be free by Yamayani now, young family could be a polling station albums, Obia, and young register woman, new kinds of women, members of the party and power, what Jimu Dow, now almost betting up pa. Police station executives are some of your kind. Dima Jimu, young Fabin Taho, man and Norson. Na entimi enya base bi a bit my year do na tin every one pa that 5 no extra.
So you are for the expansion of the polling station executives. Ebi mo say yenyi omo deputies in ka omo mayor 10. Ebi mo say yen fa bi nka omo bia mo go do 20. What do you suggest? What do you bring on the table?
We need 24 no adine because you see Oheneba the polling station executives na ye kana omo no ye officers are omo ye mandated to say ya sign adwuma de ama omo and the polling station bi a wo hwe ye ma me Jemensa structure na o say o ma ne muro 800
yeah
nipa beto abawo it is okuta nipa 20 no omo hwe sa 800 na say less a little bit less than 800 ne so a depending on the number na was a particular polling station you say ko almost 800 na mpa ye here 20 no so baby o ne bia ye hwe na and no so sa ne bia be 400 no 300 bia ya hwe sa number no ne ye dia ye size a bit mi aboa wo because sa nipa no na wo mu kwakoye sa polling station executives no so we find number na sisi amene o ka se wo ni ba out of the 42,000 20 na say idea I call 4 times akwakoye 20 na say they call multiply by 40 na we are talking about 800,000 bills year critical says uncle for ne de wo mu ye party ma yetimi atwusu wo mu ye agents wo mu akwa bia so wo maba efese kutum enti yenya nto aba no kwa ne 800,000 da hodada asan ye dibia be kan ho ani wo mu a sa number na ye 20 so be kwa hwehwe wo mu no ese so wo hwehwe wo mu yi ampa unlike the 5 na entimi nko hwehwe entimi nya number no mfa mameto aba no say yes am assignment say wo de obia akwa akopɛ nipa 10 emfi constituency wo no mu a wo mu de wo mu nim sa ampa ese so wo mu to aba multiply that 10 no by the 20 na sa fa ko 40,000. This is a strategic number that can and people will have the number ya doso nipa doye na omo support ye no doso CNBC for by far almost 2 times. So if we strategize enough on this particular structure kwa ketekura na votes obeba adin mu no you are talking about say almost 2 million year before say start say you continue koto aba no na you 2 million year ba di mu dada. It will quasi your politics near the coin near the coin with two Macau. We need to be very real and get it done. It has to be done.
Okay. So I get that point. Then Ebino also are calling for said in Komo and Kayanyan and Tam na Sabio about to there where they are Matu Macau Pinche Pinchega Kabebem so that we will have time, reconcile, heal, and then get to work. Are you for that early Congress call?
In In fact, that early Congress called Ache. Really, the reason I'm saying that, Mr. Who said the magnitude of the fall that you are falling now? I did back one me and then say, Second, idea you are Mahamani and this is 4 votes. It me a cost so be a big crowd 500 to 600,000 another 1 million a year old one now nyana I can be a worry far. But because of sending the margin, a call almost just was 200,000 a little over. No, it's say neither be a maca, Sadio, my capping. Me no say me see me video be all more. And that ya bobo abanu ewo 2020 na numre ewo na 2 me ni kufukwa 9 any nipa baako am we firi di ena ye program no adana na dunwa ye declare ye say ye win no ena me kan sem bi na ye ma de say me de say video no be say babonten e be ko viral me de beba na ye ntra sin checking say mo me kan ye me bie ma no ka pain say and that is 4 years now and over a little over ye be free NDC for say akonya ne ye mpe omumra meje o video asema me kai no it went completely worse than Zeniana Etiana Odikasa at that time and nothing a private group be a private group and then miss say Zenia wo kan say and nyema bienu ana me ehia me pa the expansion of the
polling station
election college you know America for the issues are word no e dey emfa say yen so ye primaries aye no yen executives na eto aba na aye delegates no expansion no strategic as I say ye biemu yi amane ko chiri pa.
Should the expansion affect the constituency and the regional levels and I say a polling station on kwana ye expansion no
as a matter of fact polling station hono expansion kwano ana eno de ye no ye de create ye ya bana ye beto na national election for
presidential and parliamentary primary
presidential we're talking about presidential say yeah primaries election and as a general election
okay
and no say na meka now yeah expanding according to information I mean kutano if we are to go by say BMU di akọ a friend said send you go for say yema all former executives na to abani bi na enka emi nkosa but I think say BMU say BMU ampa na ko 20 na ampa na was our current numbers we na yen say membership and I register one power polling station now. Then I think say almost as I saw Munina to be. Now as I say up the electoral area, so electoral area crown Menyanki and Fanko Bears 10. Because we are trying to get our members that kind of assignment almost the other day say won't now we are sick of be man to a bar. Want to be a strategic way of putting your members maunya responsibility as an assignment electoral area coordinators also should be expanded to maybe 10 na almost sound so na also yes ankonya numbers are committed say ombeto abani bi ansa no makofa bi abeka ho. Then we come to the constituency election. So constituency what here see a BM na me for say ntimi BM all card bearing members and to abani bia e hono mu yankofa former executives ni nyina emfa meka ho because we can account for them, we can reach out to them. You know I don't know obi ntimi enkofo obi mefre mu abra wonya member because constituency executive bia no yimu sampa they have hold positions ampa ebitimi aboa ampa. It is our on young Chimun Fanconeti. Now all executives are only past now any present and M2B. The same applies to region and the national and over external branches in Israel. yes external branches so former executives any chapter executives as Ghana almost so consistency
and regional
and national na by na ko emi pe you come free region into region your national which is MPP UK branch so branches any former current executives any former executives then the chapter executives current executives and the former executives as to say you make me be enough for a people will take part because you see about one plan so obi and to be yana omu menasepo the moment a nipa benya kwan say wato abani bi na wo ye stakeholder no na man akoma to ne yam na ma adwuma ase say ye no oyi ne yam na waye enti message say recommendation your friend is saying the electoral review and
so I want to get some clarity here. You are calling for all chapter executives in the diaspora say omubenya voting right.
Any past one because we know ya dey between account for we know them so we are members members are enkofo bi on be frem na we kra na bia ordinary people bi na MDG for eba be frem e dia beto abani bi atia yen eno no yentimi eno na ese yeko but police station bi ese ka se yeko back na yakofa formal ones na onse ho no emu no wa edwa we ya obani akofa MDG for kra be fry bi e ho no de you so current one na ya to aba yi wo mu sisi ana ya bie mu na ya hu say your members ni ampa na dey sa responsibility she wo mu nsa no e ho no sa 18 no as 20 no na 17 no o mu nyina o mu ntubi but when the back electoral area so I know so any the same thing current one na ba wo consistency dia ya betimi account ahunu wo mu atena so pen no a wo mu nyina ya former executives ye ni wo so wo mu ye ampa wo mu be position ampa wo mu san kofo ni nyina ya mu kwan wo mu ntubi na current one so ntubi na national I mean region and so wo mu pass nyina for wo mu matubi ati say ya na ya isolate wo mu adabia ye koto wa wonya serve pen but won kan wo bi no yan ko from wo mu nyina san kofo no amomumra mu back amatubi omu asebi omu ya omu da so tiase awade amomwanwode omu da pepiase ya be yeni momu omu nyina nya kwan no mu ntubi now call national so I apply the same current executives and past national executives omu nyina so ento abani bi then you come to the external branches no yet current executives are at that time and name it yakonya so bi o tina na mente so bi but yemma sankofo na omunti akonya no so matena so peri nyina so kwan na omumatubi na yen chapter executive no ho yen kapo omu ye current executive and then to be in the chapters ni nyina current executives omu ye office holders and so and to be because chapters no so no ukaso wo sai ko trimu ko chiri na no so area na bia na ya afaye ni so but current chapter executives all the about 30 external branches na yekutani nyina no current executives and then the chapter executives no almost to be ebe ama enipa dubo na sometimes no ya na nam so omu fu say ye executives responsibility behind the woman na ya dubo bi enu a so ye no omu ebetini abamu ba even ye MPs so your current MPs any omo di MPs pen omo constituency ho omo susu nyina so nya kwan no omo so mra metubi council of elders nyina especially the branch no any your chapters no council of elders ho omo your members ampa omo asum party no ya so do nyama mo makotina bench omo susu emra metubi this is how the corners are so now the Oheneba make us as a reason is say let's see kasemuna ya dia be share ya election mu ama especially in the two no when flag bearer ya kwa ko yi a akodan sikasem no e ya no na di nyanya se bi eska na ya dia man konfo kwa keke no na mu no enu na ebe boa yen ama ya timi enya ampa nipa ben ene yefo se yesusu fata se ose fata na yehye no a yenye party mani nyina dodo na dina tumu ampa no say ya nukra say ya de nukra ene share wo mu ability in terms of how our quality esitie ene ya de yi wo mu ampa ene majority no ene quality no ne yi ya eno na reflecting the bigger picture na general election no members nipa wo Ghana na ebeba koto aba no edida wo ko create sika na wo de desifu ho wo kitwa na wo kuta ni mu na wo se wo mu wa ho na wo sere ya emfaso a wo benya ebekọ akoye nya ya hunu ni bi me nkasa sa na next year previous one because there's so many factors eka ho but as we are ko ya nimu no yenye ne sa kwan no so yenyi sikasem ntontwene yamfa anokredi enya adwuma se wine de dina ya Oheneba ene asomasi ene wan ene dina ya ampa ya de ani hwe mu krodin ampa no wo mu nsem wo mu ka kire ye eniema wo mu aye eniema wo mu guso ye ene ne wo mu so wo mu ba wo beye eniema na ya miensa pe unko du ni asem unko kasentia obi nia wo ba wa ye pen na wo se no ntie nto ba ma no ka ena nia wo guso ye no ka ena nia wo ba wo beye no so ka eniema na ya miensa enko bo obi a wo nua bi adi unko kasentia no ye ye ne sa kwan no so wi a wo ne ba say ya demokradie ni ya adwuma ampa ni ya chusu obi a ye nyina ya wo say ya scrutinize no ya chini mu ya sone no so ya wo say nipa asomasi wani obetimi aboa ya koto aba no so dodo no say a ye mfa intimidation bia na eko kase wo oye adwuma we ma asomasi na mu obi afiri na koma mu a ye impose obi a ma no a ya ye beyi no exercise party na accepting ampa eno ema Ghana for no bo se ampa ne ayi no ampa o kasa no so o mu so ndi yetire no o mu se ampa se nipa wo no ani nipa ye penampa so ko no ko lose election no kra no a enya problem because se nipa ko ye nyina ne ye di adwene ba ko eyi no etumo se ye sa ye remobilization kra no a enya din emfa ma ye.
Right. Election. May I say, Mamene want to also on another conversation now after the major Okwaya. And also, yes, when the party is in power, acquire a party, especially the national executive, regional executive constituency, able to make control on the appointees, you know, and it's a party ebe deno ho na nina akwa sikasem. A party like the New Patriotic Party, Esusuaba na betu sa party no enya anamoba no muntuo sa party na nkasa betimi afakwa bizo nya ne sikasem a wadbetu tunyama so that online aban ni bebrebe so that the government cannot dictate for the party.
That's a pass. That is very, very important issue in our region. You see, a more typical example. Since you lose election, you betting and then Oko National Executive will now say, or we move a contract. You see, a Davos is here, ye a bo party, you find a senior. May I show someone here, and as someone make a minute. This is a very serious issue. I don't
got a message. National Council meeting. Na treasury parties got better 100,000.
Okay. I mean, there's a man can now work on me.
Officers across one national office, one no. Umala wants a Bosumi over the moment. A Bosumi a chair with the commandment.
And to show, Cecilia is okay. Individuals show every party then you know any or appointment. Tudona botomayama. Tenio. Dudona botomayama. But a yadia will be sorry say or sorry no one castle tree na kumamu ako yisika or the barber support party no was asked to where you because political party said any bank because we care about changing no. O de koye adwuma what you say enya association ya ka say this obi ma me awu ansa na yakobo ne nsa it is a association be bre no obeko musika da odi no normally no obi okwa na okọ party accounts bi no say new patriotic party na mission PPU can for example ye ko bu akonta na bia ye ka say annual general meeting ye bu akonta ni ade o ni bu sika da okra bia na £100 and na bia £1,000 and £500 one way obi ye ho no obamu baka na PPU ke pa ni di kakrakai e na ni sika da oni but usika wo raise nyina wo de koye adwuma e de boantinya de a esese da ho but we need to have a platform one e betumi creating bibi amaye na yetimi de anya sika de aboa party no amana da na council no e de enti na esese ya tena akonya so for 8 good years but you see and this is where esese de woni boa ye wire ni muka executive ni nyina mu dodo na e di Jubilee House e na yi kwan de enti a ya sofa bebrebe no na se kire no dodo na no obi afa ne car pa tu ni car na o Jubilee House adwuma bi a wo ye bi a Jubilee House adwuma bi a wo ye bi a Jubilee House and the moment you do that it means one wafa to me no and a wo dia komo and your na ba bede. We need national executives, innovational executives, creative executives. And she say, Papa, bet me a boy, I'm ready to look, party.
Are you by this saying the current national executives and the previous one that we have had are innovative enough, sir, or make creative the other partner independent?
That is South Africa. Right. Mandela party na edia kunwano so na eda so tiso ache no adikonti wo tumi na wo mutumi so wo ankasa president mu chine ba edini be gina wo se ye toto wano na niama we awo ye ne yampenti ye impisu Africa no ankasa kra as a party ye yan ne se national no as general parliament assembly ka wo but South Africa party no say ANC so one omo ye bi be prenu ama ye wu one ankasa omo base a self funding omo musika they don't depend on you the presidency eti ema omo yedu ema omo hu say ye de ye ho eti ye frauni ye chiwani mu ye frauni ye chiwani mu ampa but ye de no even from former president Kufuor Penso ediba ya ba benya ye second one ya ye na na dan Kufuor Penso ye dia ba be wie no genuinely no me kan say ye bone because you see ye ko ye nimu no no tin na bibia da bia ye ko ne akohwe history no record no na ba bia ne ma to sini na ya hwe na ya adjust no na ya de ko ye nimu. I will not blame even the executive for doing that at that time. Maybe a general anti-Myanmar. But I know that yes, you will be now. This is where Nami Landia could do. Party where what the four when we stick a for the Bray or Ghana. Instead of say, you better know, ya generally Nadia call presidency no. Ya de bakwa jisika ho na ababa ye yatuma no yes presidency okra no say pa ye ne wo makonji say ya ese say yetimi enya bibi free one pa ese say no yes something that nya ye ne kode ese say ba na bi wo ba bi amechi wadwe sini ne say individuals na nkasa soro ya no no akreti bibi ya no akoje individuals no yes party no crown po say yes party no sorry na national party no kwa tisika what they were doing in say we never sorry say chief of staff on obako say aso e bi no ne kwan wo the president now na wa mo na ho no akose ho no akoje adwuma kra no so de koye de obi anim. And when you do that now, what compromising whole authority in terms of national party, no say we make a decision because Abanusana so we can have ready issues that will meet here. and now we are compromising our head in kilo. Wontumi so ma yemfa ne aduma etubo wo se wo nyina one way or the other no do wona compromise and you know wontumi ye active enough to do that. And I think what about say ya wa ba mu na enya kro no e na aban no party kobo ye ne de contract e ma obi a e di se create contract say ye aduma bi na mfa so obeba no ye de ahwe party na eno no what's wrong with it obi an kobo kro no obi amokro no ultimi ko how the $1 million contract mo obi individual ultimi ko how the $1 billion contract e the my whole company be from amanone say o mra maye aduma e fa mo man no na onu $1 billion o ko diso mfaso do I say one kasa oti abam ultimi create platform en fa ma wo na wo so enya company bi e betimi aboa ya aduma I say ya de ade na komo mo kwa na percentage of one kasa profit kwa no nya kro no omo profit na ne ka che o profit na mo benya no ye percentage mo ya de ba party innovation thinking na make an be no we need people who can think more beyond yet party office and kwa ya de ya de say ya say haya ka claim party office ya timu kwa say be ya nkuto bu ya yanki bi twen wote yanki mi kwa mu bu anti ni fufu me wo watam ka sa party office yesu ya e kromo hanuma e ka health and safety you can pass it health and safety crime pass it ni poni kwa se ni partner mu aduma eso ya timi atena wo from project go for plan so abedu enne yanki mi kwa nye innovative to say ye betimi expand no abie mu aye aduma yi ama enipa ho hare no o party general secretary officer na enipa mi enu diri mo nsa ho o ko time officer enipa mi enu diri mo nsa ho I mean all these are the things I say ya diri mo say ya diri mo down ya bobo di kakaka so si chairman ye first vice second vice oh so but baby awo unya ho kura say yam famra mesrawo na so o mframa no ne na ba na o national headquarters a wutim enia wa sitina munye ntini pa krokron fo buma anyway and we need national executive me for say ya ko ya nyimro agena esese ya de ya adwuma no should be beyond normal ye di post na wasi Africa mu na ye bomra ne no ni ade na sa ade na se ja na yetimi focus na ye adwuma no na sa hwehwe de mu bebrebe na ye de to mind mu every mu na ye fa ne adwuma betumi aboa party no
right I chairman Kingsley Edumata Japan wafa K NPP UK branch chairman. And I mean, ubedi na de chairman pani kwekun kansa ebo nkomo yebewie no kansa se de ono so ebefie wasum UK obefie abe contest for national treasurer. Ovake so befie ana.
Ovake da so ti akunya so ye adwuma den.
Eti uwia obato aso na befie.
Unyametiasi.
Inshallah. One, me da say do Benjamin Town.
Ya me ma yo ra ko kun kan so me ma trim kwa. Ya kukundu se nipa kase obeba na odi ni din beba beto se yan to ne so aba. Sa kukundu na nipa ni nya ya no nko akeke kwa se e bona baso. Anunti me na metia ko nwenu na me the second vice chairman eternity all the way Rademwa na ono to na tria me no kasai sebio yesu atukwan kakra no enema kakra yesua ehun komo bi na menu wodi de be ya ebetumi adane ye part na ni yampa no se o so wa fasa yina to no so se obeba I wish him good luck. Support to be out here, be as MPP UK. The return it is so over here.
Okay, Mr. Medas, Yamenka.
Obaso Agana for name is Ramon Munil to Mammy.
Okay, there's also baby.
Oh, the media said, won't be some Yamaka to Yamitias.
See, Medas over.
Assignment in a damage to Siano. Or you are young for Bibias and Tunche. Losing young Bible. Ebi se dumana eda ye filo so de oba UK wulu anamo ene ka ye bo enye se bi Ghana de na constituency eduma ko an ye no yɛdi ne tu kwan nante papa wo ankasa wo ba wo bi edi yɛhia mpaebɔ from obiara sɛ yɛbɛyɛ because MPP UK ɛtumi gyina yi ampa ɛno na ɛsɔ all the external branches n'ase ɛma yɛtumi tu anamo a ɛyɛ anamo mpa ɛti da biara anamo mpa ɛbɔ baabi ɛgyina ne sɛ MPP UK deɛ yɛn compromise yɛ front no ɛno nti na sɛ wobɛhwɛ a yɛkɔ the last election no na ɛsɛ sɛ me declare ne adeadeɛ bi meka sɛ menyɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛnya united front na yɛtumi de aba na obiara hyɛ yɛ so osua yɛn ampa nyame yɛ yɛadom adwuma a yɛbɛyɛ yɛ so mu asoso mu nhuyɛ ɛnti yɛhia mpaebɔ yɛbɛba abɛto aba wɔ UK ha yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ mu nyinaa momfa mpaebɔ nkyɛ ayɛ ti sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛnya n'asomdwie mu na ɛbɛyɛ bɔkɔɔ na leadership a yɛbɛyi a ɛsɛ sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma no nto so no ɔmo atumi ayɛ adwuma no a ɛbɛboa mpa ama yɛtumi de akɔ ani
ɔfa sɛ dɛ ɔsɛ awi asɛm na ɛnyɛ sɛ wonkɔ bio no
sɛ meka sɛ leadership deɛ sɛ obiara mebɛkɔ koraa no mekɔ na yɛto aba na yɛanto ama me a ɛnkyerɛ sɛ meka ho so ate aseɛ anti ɛnti deɛ ɔbɛwui ni ɛna ɔyɛ current leader obiara mo mpa yɛmfa ntaa yɛ nyinaa yɛakyi na baabi a yɛbɛyi akɔduo no sɛ yɛbɛyi yie na meka ho a yɛ nyinaa ne yɛyɛ adwuma no yɛyiyi wie na menka ho a yɛ nyinaa ne yɛyɛ adwuma
ɔfa mato ase nyame yɛ adoma yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ bio
mate medamo nyinaa ase nyame hyira wo ntumi adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa
amen Kingsley Edumeta Japan wɔfa K ɛno no Foko
ayeba
maakye
yɛagya
wo ho yɛ
ɛho yɛ papa
asɔ maakye wo sa de duku aba wo ho yɛ okay ana Foko hɛ bɛnim a wɔseresere
na UK nkɔmmɔ no mane gye hu o
sɛsɛ
wo mo ma branch executives ni nyina nto bi
ne chapter
executives no so wo mo ntutu bi na wo mo nkyerɛ wo madwen so mo botom kasa ti so mo kokrobotim so mo nya kwa kasa
sɛ de wo fa ke ewie nkɔmɔ no wo hwɛ a obɛkɔ bio ana wo nkɔ bio
ofake na minim sɛ nka voluntary retirement bebo but
voluntary day
retirement bebo that's ase ne wo kan die
mu die motim die oti
wo kan die ase wonyan indecide visa ase visa
me earlier on me te sɛ oba first vice chair national ba me nim sɛ we CD that interest na say desire na dia I don't know and one can say obekobio but I want you to subject it to critical analysis.
Maybe the say UK contest no papa bi ba sanko fake be ba nkoma
samu
so fake be ba nkoma na wo ba no fake.
Okay, so what I know is that Chema Apia Kubi and that's West London chapter chairman who has been very supportive for supporter of a keeper. Meeting case, Chairman Richmond, double chairman, and Afi, Chairman Abuadu, East London chairman, and Andy Bowusu, also a contest, you know, and Nippon name Matthew Mudi said, Umu Prepo Mumasha say engage party for El Honum. Na Chamapia could be a maintenance on the cassette, so if I came baby Biwa, so was your support in your pain, you know. Wontumi contest no but I understand that nan komo bi dia bia ko say of a case o mabiu ndo mabiu dia then ono so ebetumi aba komo amadi no amami hunu ne ma no edisi whether say of a case be ko biu ana onko biu ana say I don't know but yanhwe in fact ma UK phone bi kwa no mkeka say Andy Chamapia ku bi yeso oba no omso of a case kwa ndine ba which ene de but the fact is was support of a care administration so pa but yanhwe ediru ha ye be hunu bi osusu
anybody who
ko aku ma be se metime ne lawyer ba fo wa adi nkomo na wodi akọ school kakra anope se Edia Bay and a Chief Justice what Yakunyasu or Ghana Mamrado 1992 Republican Constitution and my whole quite said yet to me you know Edino a free honum. la mache
ejiso brumi
hona mo boko
ya me kuso we mobo na so e
ami adom wakwaye anopede wadama famine marefo ne matiefo ekɔ school kakra secretary enoada efi mampani atena ye eba ye se enipa bi ede adesede akoto mampanim nipa ko ba miensa ye potoka ne se petition se mampani anhwe dwumadi a chief justice odie na wondo so som na afutufo tunufo na odi se esefata yenyini fi na konya so na foforo emeto aso no ya mamra no ekasa de bai ana chief justice ne ya emabe ne etime tu sa na mo no enya nyina so
acho be Joshua Bru the thing na say sushi emre ni mo emra ma ho kwan so tumi chief justice ne mum no nyina so a won so tumi gyina so no ene se bia the University stated misbehavior say sabi about adie bia oye ya sabi o enye bra papa ama se sabi oye obia onim na dwuma ama se tosomensa oye obia sabi obia oyare yare ntumi na dwuma eno na niya ba bitumi agina so na se ba sa petition bi ba sa president the petition on the Council of State, na Council of State, on the Council of State assess a petition on Yinasoa. So most a petition on Yinasoa na omode obate committee on better committee no nipa mienu the waso Supreme Court judges na miensa akado omaye nipa bia sebi omunye parliamentarians omoso omunye lawyer for na omono oba kushishin simimu tomushin simino musen semno sebi eyeno kra afi make recommendation and also be my president or my drink today na mrade se o my drink today and a president the ejuma
okay tomorrow say ya mamra no kind of pefe say eba ne say ya was mpanimfo anase abejokwa ne mampani na mpo ema ehunu kwadu bokra nipa o motwe petition no e dey bo chief justice anase we dey enhye ne say o meka ma mamu nyina ehunu
the president on say constitution say proceedings ni nyina no ye no kokko he say enam nsebno ebi o ha ebi gudi pa ho fi na nso nwie no ne bia na enye no kre intum pese ubekansem na judiciary no sabi omo jumodi omo die na be affect no omo tibi bia idi ne kokko intini kwanso obi ehu die ekoso.
I see. Medase adusua odi amaya no pay na wa lawyer ni a wa ye adwuma ya chai de de ehuna ni so no sele ma me na adwuma zo si kra ne ho no de ehuna ni kokko mo asem de yenim wo fi so ye obi a wa kra ne mudie eyie a wo te petition ni eye nwanwa kakra
pacho ni petition ni mo asem intimi na ni mum de mi sama me no no e lawyer ni practice chair and san walk bench no so no high court and a professor Mills in the court of appeal and another in the Supreme Court and another the chief justice into sha sabi of fact NPP buying some or fact NDC buying some so enti enkabe mo wansi ni bisa ebia obeka senka enye partisan ni mumno NDC for the Kaya for Bombe Chief Justice. I had the Daumano. I had the Daumano, Obusombi Chief Justice. Obukasom Bombe Chief Justice. So I say, Obukasom be Chief Justice. In Tika Omokana is Omodi Juma. In Tika, who is Adiano, Zebi, acquire Wapayo, and no more yet. And now the Council of State, apart from Nippon. Electoral from other agency, most of whom are NDC for because we are centered in an non-cancer board and a friend is saying, Chairman and Bimpe Jinai, who be key so that cannot be in cancer board will not win. because they wanted to have an NDC person there. And Omoma Canon, so apart from Nipebia, to say, President of the National House of Chiefs, and some representation, as official representation, be a Supreme Court, Constitution, no any, Obama can president now appoint to Omo. In the Council of State, also said the NDC for mostly. So, in the Sabi na Omo person Omo ya Omo de na Omo de ni se ho no so Omo de fa we be no Omo de fa ho.
Let me na say no pay na yentwen nsomni pie ba ye be sa be di nkomo biu.
Na tme da sumia.
Mrashabedwani ewo Menhia South lawyer Nana Ejeba for ewa no. Okay, 7 minutes before 8 a committee so na nongotwabo asone fuku yankwa 10 anopay mene a captain of the media space and etra say adi nkomo omahene Kwabna Asante ewo Adum TV multimedia group limited na anopay ono ene ene etra say na enye di nkomo na no adobi ko bisa mampani John Dramani Mahama say waje bribe da or say as a citizen and as a human being and as a president and omahene ebefie or because say Ghana ni me ni be di nkomo bia bi e be twa for be dia wa be kawo no na wa fa ne sa
also kala
ju PPO send this yo send another mamu send your Mahama mamu send your mama mabu ba kuno from A we will try and get to Z. The dear be
also
but interestingly, I will try and ask from him where he started and where he has gotten to today. At least to encourage and motivate the Ghanaian youth now. They want to get on this path of profession. All right, 80 young content. And never yet there. Into us.
And never yet there. And you man akwabo. Man abakwaba bakumasi. Na wabakumasi die. And na kwaya no pe anybody ebe Yabema no Exodus Moringa capsules and Exodus Dandelion capsules. Now onuma diabetes, pressure, and nyarwa hudu ntimi ntina ne wedi mu. Ebe boa no pa. Enti wo kwa ya no amani bi amani di agwo.
Eno ba se be
ka. Ana no pa yi abade say yi no. Obi ya bedidi no wa me peche. Enti yabema no Exodus for you. Na sadie we de tie nie. Moringa wom. Dandelion wom. Akikadro wom. Ana brown rice and so a woman. Na yes. Na dia dia kwenkwen no. Aha, come on ni wom.
Your friend Gomma.
Aha. Na sadia we. Ha wo sa atre na di koko no. Ennan pa wo ka ebeson. Ewie ni nyina na beje wonsam. We ubedi mu mpredu. We ubedi mu mpredu. Na esaya dia bia bi. Ano nso nkyere se menkoto aduro no. To ni nyina bi. Na emwo ko ba bia to no no ko bisa pe bia to ana ba bia to bido bia uko supermarket to benya bia na sa for doctor na ene ni nkobo number yi so 0544447033 0544447033 Dobo kata do be just na no penny ade bremo ya de ni tin ko no sisi ni ko to dwe na beti na batwe na bakọ ni na poso ni ade bremo na ya de oba ye twentia ye ka no OBD ni a chance ya say obia bedidi amen peche daily graphic kudini do kata no ni
education access increases steadily. Quality trends fluctuates. GSS report. Government suspends community mining scheme. Housing Ministry to address water challenges. Sophia Ekufu advocates overhaul of natural resources law. Yanko.
Daily graphic asema wadi aba betu jado bu akonta no kire se aman Ghana sa nipa benya akwa school no de ekosoro pa wo na se ne papa ye muo no na se ebunu pa say na ba say kosoro na ba for kosoro ba from sa ana wohwemu a esoro nso asema odi aba betudwa wo say aban a suspend community mining nti omom ye community mining nyina no modwuma no eno nso waguru na oye ba be stress wadaroma na fato wo so na nhwe mampani ba ye and 120 days be do no nipa do
Western North Regional Peace Council omunso so ene sentwafo ahia om se die illegal mining no galamsey ene enu atwakra timber chese wose afedi am say ajisemu akwadropo kra wo mpotam homantem nim enti elmanim ya ampanifo entumrika no that is Western North Peace Council ena omunso na ade na chese
yes housing ministry aso na no hwe yadansie won nsam so no nso no hwe said ye be ya water challenge ho onwo nsuo ho how no wo betimi aho asa no na ya ma me so fa yakufu ma no we na ono so small dia ba betudwa emra no yedidi ye mpempra ne fuma sa ba de bo bra ne ma odi adum ye no hu fuma gudie hu ne ma no yedidi hu djuma no wa se mra no nke mfa nsanto so kakra
mami som ewo chronicle press so sem de obokrata animwe
okay Osahen drops a bombshell.
No.
Mahama sacking professionals and replacing them with party loyalists. Mahama is talk and do president. Ayarega and so I don't know. Baumia shows love to Kumasi fire victims. Donates 200,000 Ghana cedis and a 1,000 bags of cement. Okay.
I
just can't hear the call and madam the call.
Oh, okay. Una the call.
Madam this call.
Yo, why are dear? Enti ebusia for onimonya for Alexander Fenyo Marquez so kopie mu e wo mbra shebe dwefia wo say mighty minority wo. Omoba no deni anope wakasa pa. Na ne sama wo kanyina ne say jama ama. Wo pamu enim difo cheso mo makwadare awedra bob bi wo betimi aye adwuma no ye pamu wo mo eni akwakofa party fo e de mo ba be ya anope e wo krata fa to mienu ene miensa ana eja yarega so ese eja mama de oyosi ade yo wo kan oyo anope eno so wa hase
eno kronye no research nkofo kofi
ana enkane omampani abedi hye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia the digital man oboremu wasantemantemu Kumasi adwadifo mo ho aka na okoya yesi aboa ho asna woni hwekura no posane sem na so de nya ne nsem mu eyebrew sika no mu odu 200k na chesa pam dada no 2 billion and cement so bag de mako wo ha apem wo na odi a peace it's not just no
what they permanent peace
what they peace okay
Friday the national executives of the NPP and so be joining the regional executives na omako edum that's right the phone so akwa
that's right
say that about me am 2 billion
that's right
why are there why are there pa oya this kind of call
na mo so mo de be ko da be
na ba o ya te ye dia ye di wachi enka ususum kura da kwa ye
me na me je de ko enti me de dia akono no senka ye suit obi na dia sama kokota so wa join suit no me ma join Dr. Baumia donation ti aka mo de mo
yes partners
no
yankoi
Ghanaian Times
it's when you check you a physical cash
Ghanaian Times quality education and you know what I'm going to and the same you know me na see they would can't buy na
graphic
daily graphic
okay so we state James of near back quality education fluctuates no access to school in the past 2 decades so omo interchange we know
ebi so dey trauma because they are caution under presidency
we are friend byline
under presidency
okay Minister orders probe into 1.5 billion Ghana cedis ECG value containers disappearance. But you see, the minister was in parliament. Or can one says a container that had been stuck. I will port. Our they bought a bind that decide no containers. And a call inspect. Or one mechanic just walk away who containers. 2,500 nina. Processes has begun. Say it to me. I need every port to one. I feel that I must say 1,350. Worth about $675 million. Ayra.
La caneno so ba wa mekasa.
Container kwa de itime yire. Na sika obetu da shene butu.
Ana go de ya ko hu.
Container won taban.
Ene sika.
So go no awai. Gold now, and he says he cannot be a fake, it is a real hard currency. And now I must say one alaji be alaji, and I will contain them, and also way.
Yeah, one large currency, who's the kind of gold.
I see.
Sikana ye fake, I said, go
young quay, the bacho, young trust and Ghana and Casano. Good day, Chetty Pike and a Benyaki. What next?
Galen Champs, no. And I watch Bakuda Kano graphic move, Lucia Dianoa, and one at Dahona.
3 killed, 3 injured in Binduri gun attack. You group calls for curfew.
Enti Ayabaka, ya say ni Pami and Sabia Kumu, ni Pami and Sabia ye Prawunu, Ewo Binduri, etu, ya no. Kokasa nkofo honum no so asem honum and I see to be so as in against IGP remover no
ebusia for Ruta natural products any drama de ma wo na anope Ruta mixture no ebebo apa malaria fever kodiewo no wedra Ruta mixture
yes
na Ruta life on so ba ye ebo ni padua ne pa o efin nkeka wo bi aba beji ni padua na kente so no Ruta life na no bi na sa nyama ni nyina die free ni padua ni mu na enu ache ebia enu anajo wa nantem na so udidi ye no kamia kwa esentumi anyam entu sore ye no ahye so wa wonyare so wonti apo wa ye cheko ewa adwuma pon mo a anope ko Ruta live na chiwa bedamase ebebo apa Ruta tonic so the typhoid ya ti de dia ye na ope baby adwane akote anope baby ayeton enupe bia no empanifo akra dia begu wo chapodie ya ni so begu awura wo na wakope bie doctor se friend anope ya na muni nkomo
0244 485632 0244 485632 Soldier mentholated balm any soldier mentholated powder we enkuni powder pora enkuni yenkua wadru fie dwade awie na akoda no a eno no na di asra se de be ade be hia no pa be nya wode foforo sa de akọ adwuma ebe yi bre nyina afru die mu nto bia mpa bi na ya wode asra na aboa wo na Paula ne de sensan bi egu wa na wode asra be hye nyina ma ho ato okọ ba bia ye tonku ana se todura ya no obisasa wo pe soldier mentholated balm any soldier mentholated powder
mamin som ewo daily guide de bokrat ani some way na anope yen hye de ono so ede ba ye
daily guide Edubuahene wife apply for bail. Baumia supports Edum fire victims with 200,000 Ghana cedis. Political persecution. You can arrest us, but we remain resolute.
No.
Osahene Alexander Ato Kwamena Afenyo Markin.
Bam.
Momo vendors killers caged. I'm not on the run. Ex-GIF CEO.
Eti ebusiafo anope daily guide so dia wo de bae no. Odmonyafo Edubuahe ene ese na yere no apply for bail. Anope eno no kratafe to so miensa so ohu. Ena ejaba omian so ko akoso edwadifo a omodwapade ene omusika ahye no ehu nsem no a anope kratafe to so nsianso abonho amane. Ena odmonyafo Alexander afenyoma keze so anope said ye wakasa kire enie wo se kire no de moba kire ye nanso so yegusu a ekura yemudiem ye ginaye na so ampe anope eno so kratafe to so miensa Ena sisi ade momo vendors ya yetu ye niesi won mo so ye buru bie kunkum bie do ene ya se ya kire nipa bi anopei ehun nsemo ne nso ewo kratafe to so miensa ena afi openi we enoda aban lawyer peni be board amane se wadwane akote Senegal ho onum na no oje wo so wonwane bia onkote ba bia anopei ehun nsem ne so kratafe
ni peti Ghana
so ka so nyami
ni peti Ghana.
Hey, it's a daily guide. And above one money. Oheneba news, Anna.
The Daily Statesman. Galamsey intensifies under Mahama. Kumase MPs rally around city's growth beyond politics. Intimidation won't break our spirits. Afenyo Markin criticizes NDC's focus on persecution over governance. Baumia supports Edimfa victims.
The Daily Statesman, the worker tenuma sema wadi ababe tu jani say mampeni jande mani ma Daily Statesman no nampeni jande mani mama ebe di akonya ewo man Ghana mu no say dia galamse na jensemu agensrepe na yasi kuma say na shebidwafo ya wonu ha no wom dia manyosema to nchen kumase mpuntuo na wono ede asi wani so nti owura Afenyo Markins a wadadom kuma no wo mra hye fie wo se he atata ne apopo no entimi nka ya nhye eno so wasem wodi aba betu dwanti Dr. Mahamudu Baumia kane mampani abedi ekire wono so muwa ya wodi aba beboa adehya eja no ehye wono agya pade no kata no ede aba betu dwa me hu chema wontumi wom
Yanko Oheneba news na yanko kwewi
boga paper
na anope lawyer Kofi Obiri Yeboa subinfo mo anyamo ho abro you took the right decision.
Okay,
you made the right choice. Lawyer Kofi Obiri Yeboa de aka se munyina mbebo ni chidom na mbebo mpa ya ama no na menim se ode akomapa ebe sum yie ama subi a mo hwehwe no mo messes subi no for so many years in the last 8 years no sa subi no ebe sa banye subi a nipa de patapani eni enso ade ni akakabensem ne memememesem ene ebedi mo so mra se bedwani we obaya mra se bedwani obetie mo asem na ode ebuo ni ani die ebe so mo ngo so mo mpa ma no na montare chi lawyer Kofi Ama ana mosere
David yesa kata no ani mo no hu
Oheneba news all me review no
Oheneba news asem na okay
everyone me review no
kata na ni mo no Oheneba
kama so dey that way Thomas mi ko no enga ho
Thomas
it was heart-wrenching to see the scale of devastation from the fire. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia. Over 1,300 ECG containers missing at Tema Port. Investigative report. Application to stop removal of IGP, other security heads, moot. Supreme Court. You can arrest all of us. We will remain resolute and defeat you in 2028. Afenyo marking to NDC. Grant voting right to diaspora chapter executives. NPP UK member appeals. Thomas Oheneba Kwame. The
Boga paper Oheneba news. Way every UK tom. Na kata no asma wodi aba betu dwanie. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia and no wako ye dum no na wodi tu dwa chese na yakomate pa de no esi ye no chese otia owu twansunumu na ho asem sane ba fofra sane ba ase ha chese asahene Alexander Afenyo Markins da ha na Asiedu da ye
ana na cho ana mentine de kura
oho
ayo jono
ono so steady na edura didi ebra won kasa.
Okay yo
na chasa osahene na asem a waka sa emfa ho ne ne mo be ye wonu mu bia no wo betim de otim agina wonu mu na aso no ohu na wonu mu abomode adi nkunim 2028 ewo NDC so no e na osade aba beto ora Thomas Oheneba kwambo ache we partner CEO say Oheneba ni Oheneba.
Okay.
Paper na media wo. Onye Oheneba dia.
Say because be ane ni dia. Because be ane ni dia.
Media. Paper no media.
Anto no ye den we manager na say enti
ye
rep
there be a correspondent.
UK.
UK.
Okay.
Oheneba news correspondent UK. Thomas Oheneba Kwamwache, the M family CEO. And the incoming UK
branch organizer.
You can say Monday no. Send your congratulations. Monday no.
Oheneba.
No, I shall be white.
Congratulations.
You're refi. You're better as you're refi. Mother never mouth to him. Also, say about congratulations. Bye bye. White. No, but I'm my tired and the bed you made. What I don't make a wedding. Oh, he never Kwambo.
Now, I be sad. Now, you say about congratulations. And I said, you see, I return to some to me. That be me young way no talk about so never come watch it.
Okay.
What say? Benfo mo dey said ye be ya diaspora wonma no me NPP ema wonmo ama no ne no ohu chapter 4 no mpenifo no yama wonmo kwan no nyina ntimi nto aba ne bi obi antimi enti wasam no ana containers na yesi ayira no ana application na nanka ye chese ye di tu IGP no omo si ye ntwentwe so no
enti ansa na ye be kopa
waso ntiase the dispatch
sem dada na popu de no
me ba cho ni na ayasem krona
na ansa na
ya bo fundo ha mo fanso so na
na me wo Cape Coast Darling FM na me driver na ode me kwa adwuma na neje wenya accident na nyame ayadum ye yina befio so wo hwe ye live eti me ma
yo ya me
wofa Abu Praso so unfortunately he was attacked by armed robbers but he's safe no
okay.
It was serious but na me wofa Abu Praso so na that's it in nine inside good and now some get
na serious
yeah
wofa so eja ka be twen so beje oja pade
wofa so nika
sabre so eja pade nyama na nkomo ye nsa no abusiafo ye de nyame asese wa bo no ba waje no emulate herbal supplement where Apostle Safo Kantanka the African star papa when you say ne wo nwanwa nyame adom na kyede so nkomo ode atia bi manim na sese wo de aduro bi aba aduro ne tatahwe na yadura esa yade bia wadi bia bi yade bia betwa ni padasani bia no aduro we sa na obi a doctor declare ne se won kofie nkowu na abusu atwa adwo no mamu nsumu nyasu na monkoto emulate herbal supplement no no mo benya nkwa amanfo ho adanse bebre asi bebre obi a oda ya apaso munto bi nkoma no obetie sia ma doctor no kora be no nwanwa asi bebre ha obi a yese wo yade no eni aduro yade hudu wodi ekope emulate nanom aba hyemo ni nyina se na abosa akọ check up doctor beka cho se mo na hye na afi wo so nya otiridim sa wo yade akope emulate e ba bia to bibiduro biada okọ kole na ka wo ashton wa wo betu ndo so pu na me emfa Apostle Safo Kantanka number mawo na wankasa frɛ no yade bia ha wo bia ni hu nkomo number no eni 0535 112873 0535 112873
Gusto
Gusto Mixture ha ya bani ya funu ha oni amane bia na duro ya fa no Gusto Mixture wo furu na ya kapu ulcer chasa uyem na samfuru wa na asa de ne akope Gusto Mixture wo ya oba na akọ fiche na ti yawo na dodo asese bentumi ma afisiko mu ha oni amane bia no wo duro pa no ya frɛ no Menso Plus Mixture wo ya ba ma na dwonso ntentem dwonso age so chemo dwonso achese mo jesu fi bi na machire ni ade a wo so wo do ye frɛ no Frosta Plus mixture ne nyina eye nature medics ni bia ko be bia to bi do bia benya bia to wo de enke be ya fe doctor se si eye o na ni nkomo ewo 0248778899 0248778899 no anybody Dani o
me da say Dani Kwabna upon Growth Educational Center see you ewo honom na sere medical mama ne no wa biem a eni o se opese otu kwan kwa amana ne na okosua de okotoa wo mesua so any foreign university if you want to be an international student in any of the universities in the western world about a Globe Educational Center opese oko as a tourist opese oko as a visit oko sra wo bi na wo na wo yire ne wo ho na opese oko kan ho ukune wona opese okoko ye adwuma akwantuo wonsem bia no a Globe Educational Center Dani Esefreno on
0244783000
and a Globe Educational Center akaje so omo won kan Gimpa bypass omni Toyota Ghana for service station no osipe ura honoma
Toyota
bosa ma me video si kakra na yenhwe enaya akoto mansakwa.
When we took over, I visited the Temahabo. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Temahabo. 3,000 containers. When we took over, I visited the Temahabo. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Temahabo. 3,000 containers, most of which contains transformers. Today, as we speak, Mr. Speaker, when we took over, I visited the Temahabo. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Temahabo. 3,000 containers, most of which contains transformers. Today, as we speak, Mr. Speaker, when we took over,
containers and a war Temahabo na omu eba abamu no ode koho kokoshe na ohun containers makuma 3,000 egu port ho a yentumi enclare ya most of them na a transformer na ewum enti the energy minister asema okano the month of January no se okoye no ohun container ni fili okan no 1 2 3 4 5 sa ko si 3,000 se egu honom enei wo mo se container no 1,350 ayra se atuo se amem se afahene. I think the energy minister is the best person to come and tell us rather than the committee or say or quarter say mobile investigation because where there what could the more dance here who will say egu ho enti wadama yesre wada papei
so containers need to be radia and they are here that ko ebeti ase Ghana obi awia because ya the containers ya shemonsa and Ghana ja pade na ade ni bedi mu ha tawo bedi wo ade ntumi ni ye no anyiro affair wo bedi akonwa mi ade ya shemonsa se mo hwe so Ghana ja pade na etimi ayira firi nsem and say anre ya Ghana beti
boga Ralph Osewusu as men kanjam so ohwemo from UK
yes
enti yegene so na mamen konkotie ba ko so nkan wan the other videos possible ba me hwehwe bia some on illegal mining Papa John Mahama okase ozenkan mampani resign because of illegal mining no ewo honom Dr. Baumia Remu ewo edum enra ejerifoni bi
Nano Efiada and a metis Richie be abo Asanteman abo PZ market ha. Misumi hu wo TV so adia na ekoso eja na ehye edwaye nyina dwomi nyina meda mintiminda ohwa na eya awrohopa se nipa edwadefo omujapade na ehye sa tie papa bi o say o jom ha 21 years ena ne niema nyina ahye na meka se mintina ankran meba ha na mabahwe se de etie na mama obia shedding mama mu yako na uhwe se de baaye no a yenim adekwa ema we baaye ejano ebaaye ebi mo se eyedum so ebi mo se electrical fault but yentwen na yenya investigations ni nyina enwie because investigations no are enwie a yentimi hu adekwa eye so the omuye investigations ni wie a na yehu adia kwara yebefa so se de torichema eba ha no emba bio mesu me pese me bo Ghana Fire Service for omo abaso the best to me hwe ejuma omo aye ejuma papa omo sacrifice na omo prevent spread of the fire across ejum nyina pese me bo omo abaso omo aye ade ha no so ohwa jise yeboa na yesi market yibio matese ejadefo no pese omo si omo by themselves omo si mini omo yeya adwen na yebeboa mini miso migidi se aban so ebeboa na yesi market yibio ama obia na ade a mede bra no se mede me mamo shedding mede ya koso ma obia na bibia yebeye eboa mo no saa na ebeye ekamo na akami
so de no foko
araba uyi mfoni mi hunu bibi wo
se o manu mu ho ba ba ko se yen to ba ni mo de
araba uyi mfoni mi hu ade bi wo
uhu de
asante mantem so afo
kata wani te makata si uhu de
sana chesa okasa Dr. Baumia ho ekasa kane asante mantem so afo na bo sa mo semensa ho na se wo hye MPP fuo ni mu MPP fuo ni mu pa NDC for na a boss a chenku no a
ka betumi abencha ho ana
bisa se enka wo bia wonye NDC ni ebe feel comfortable etimi awuram akwakoduru mfimfi wo sa
ka wontimi nko
adentina NDC die wonu muntimi nya adwene mu fine ni nipa relate ya beebi a wonu bebo chenku beebi a wonu wo Sabe body die etako so sa. En kan this for the boss acha nkunu a uwura mu a yanyu mfiri mu no na do ko hospital.
No deform. But
when we feel comfortable, he anya no say and o say omusua.
Okay, na papa John Mahama so enano ada say de galamse nkomo me say ye be dia nema mo eye ye nsem mo kan ye ye be koso aka o mo sa kopem say the last person oye galamse no e be jaye.
Yes say galamse dey dia jinse mu o control you.
Anu aye din pa.
Yes wo bi anu onye man dey cry say flow into obi a
Muntiti bi obi edibi.
Unim jabum.
Dabrim.
Dabi denje jabrim. Jabum.
Jabum.
Sa.
O se jabum.
Unim jabum. Oh sa. Okay. Ye po mu sha na ncheche mo.
If we were in some other jurisdiction, he would have resigned by now. By his word, he put his presidency on the line. Because now his own people have been found to be the ones engaged. All their party executives have, concessions and are doing illegal mining in forest reserves. It's a pity, but it's close to home, and that's why he can't deal with it. If you go to the districts, they talk about community mining. Community mining is the MPP party executives and the DCAs who are doing the community mining. And so they are the ones doing what they're doing. And so how can you expect him to fight, Galamsey when his own people are involved in it?
Yeah, the president lacks the political will to do this.
He does. It makes very nice, verbiage when you talk about it and you express a will to do something with. Action speaks louder than words. Our river bodies are still the coffee color that they were. Maybe they were Milo before, they are looking like coffee now, getting darker. And they all know who are doing it. The champagne machines are there. It's not something that you can put in a handbag and walk and go and do it here. They put it there. And so how come you can't find the champagne machines, that are washing all that mud into the river bodies? So
I say community mine no NPP executives na ye and also community mine omoguno nyina ntino me ba cho the mama say community mine no NPP for na ye nti waguno community mine no enye illegal and they mrata actually and they do proper mining but I say NPP for na ye ntino and they say omoguno nyina and osinsuo no so na say na say mampani resign and they minim say omano ho ba busumi nsia ana se busumi sia de ye se Wontumi anso ano a ono so be resign ana se oba be ka sem foforo e de akire ya enti
me obi ka se president mama oya galamsi a enyem nwanwa president mama na mu so obi ka se oya galamsi a enyem nwanwa
adai
ebre bi won kai se papa bi be ka se president mama na mu aya galamsi
oh say I remember Obekan and no so no and confirm kwachi mu a win na no ye baako no say the Mahama bodyguard only one can say Mahama but the bodyguard and mu ye adwuma no ntino
enti wonu amu no enti uri atama no otie akire no na Wontumi ntu no say de wo so otu no enti na ha no tim say na no etwani sunum ye enti Obama ye president wonu amutu a na ebede na ades no nkonkotu ebede no etimi apam wo mu se de obi atu no wagu ana omu nyina atu tanonua tanofe wan forest ni na forest ni na o tesa wonu fumtu
okay
na nado emiye green Ghana ebie ya enye nyini ye ya bo ka ne edua ye o enya nyini ye na wonu tugu adi tuo no anyway boni be na Ghana for dia ye enti wo se ntro kakra no kra kakra se kra dia wo delete no kra na fi wo na nyina ba ya trosa
right me ba chom me chance ni o man hene understand so akodi baby but obeba enti no ye fa birthday wishes no mra we de monye mutie di na quickly yenye na yen ko yenim All right, young queen. Birthday wishes not the betunium.
I saw young part 2 and for didn't share.
Birthday, yeah, that's here. You wouldn't fair.
That's what going to
my meeting, Yvonne Asiedu. Yvonne yes. Yes. Yvonne Asiedu. Yvonne Asiedu. Ukunu Avaro. So we show happy birthday. Avaro did the Avaro.
Your bobo and I said, yeah, no.
What you'll be Avaro by no. Now you know, on say, I label na bohono on the print here.
Two friends are Avaro.
Somebody did Avaro not to know.
Okay, Avaro Murata.
Nah,
Benison Kuma.
Mrs. Benison Kroma, CEO of the Benasha Plumbing and Borehole Company Limited. I want that quadrum.
They wish you happy birthday.
I'm happy birthday.
Okay.
And only about audition so at the Franca. And I pay ya in your bema Moses Ewa, and so I'm happy birthday. I were.
Yo, happy birthday. No, sir, but Baba,
see, young call the next one.
Where I Mrs. Charlotte Okan Abibu and one also we should happy birthday. Nikunu Chiri say we should happy birthday. If you Jakwabre South Education Office and our
and Onyabema Odasin so at the Mr. Michael Chumesi Ankra. Na ofana dodo no a ede friend no otafo na kumase mazi e no ye adwuma enti anope ya ma happy birthday.
And away so ya just say e ma me ba ko na wo di ni birthday na ni di no enie edina edia iredo o de Genevieve Jane Kwansa and now your birthday enti you wish you happy birthday. And on your trust you so Chairman Jeb Wattin where first vice chairman was Sunyane West constituency enti New Patriotic Party move enti
Sunyane West. Oh, okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey, what if you cook room?
Where you Christabel Edichumwa?
That's a group of birthday, so our whole dinner.
Where you Christabel Edichumwa? You catch on. Yeah, we should happy birthday.
Where's your hire?
Also, him ye na we.
And a happy birthday.
And a happy birthday.
I don't want to be back.
Happy birthday.
I feel any show. And I see there now. Watch your camera.
I see there. I see where. Okay, you're very Vivian. Vivian Esiwa. Vivian, no. Or a nurse ni.
Oh, okay.
A Boakwa Polyclinic.
Okay.
Auntie Nanaya Gagai.
Nanaya Gagai.
And I say, more wishing happy
and yeah, wishing happy birthday.
Auntie Vivian. Esiwa.
I
just have no to have me. Point. It's Zoto.
I
talk I say. Hey, now and now Accra. And see more. Na Charlie. Parking lot no. If you know say, if you don't know what dimmer a jugi mama for cars. Oh, cars there 20 as a 30. Oh, na adieni a jugu swa. Cars no assess say na see. Let me see ANC there. Weekend I hang about me.
Now you free CD.
I bought a patch of
why should you? Where is your UK? And US.
London. I'm Regina Boatin and yes, what you had or Cornea MHS.
Cornea.
Aha,
okay.
It's in London or it's in Hokani, Mr. Richmond, also Japan, and also our London, Honum Nesoma. Happy birthday. And Onyaba Odasui Ankuma Jamina Gladys na anope kwaku mensa abrampa our Gifts FM unia bema oso ma happy birthday madam we na try dey okonia
bo she ba nye birthday no why wadaroma
birthday munye
daddy o
every move
nye birthday no
I see
birthday ni bi ni Mary Mensa Awa Santimampon. Mary and happy birthday to you, Yankropo Chediampon. On can hopa from Fradumo Kadumo. Okay.
Could you talk black one about
Water Limited have put out statements that at this rate, in the next few years, we'll have to import water. They say the Pra River is gone. The turbidity levels are at a level that does not even allow them to treat water. So as we speak, central western region, parts of Greater Accra, water crisis. Only the NDC manifesto is pledging a ruthless combating of this menace, which poses an existential threat. Clearly, when you listen to the Western Regional Minister, you listen to MPP parliamentary candidates and MPP stalwarts, their regional chairman and all of that, they are complicit, they are neck deep. And I listened to Mr. Erastus Donko this morning, and he said that, look, it is the ruling party officials who have just made this fight worthless and useless, because they are complicit. They are the real people who are behind the Galamsey menace. You need a new government that will come and confront this menace, because it doesn't make sense. A whole government with a national security apparatus. You have DISEX, MISEX, RECSEX, all the security councils, DCs, regional ministers, police commanders, NIB officials, national security operatives, and all of them are saying that they are helpless because of unarmed Ghanaians. Even if they are armed, can they match the billions that we approve in parliament every year for national security? And see where we are. See where we are. Look at how our river bodies are looking. Apart from the Volta River, all our rivers are gone because of Galamsey. A deceptive president who told us that he was putting his presidency on the line. Apparently, nothing was put on there. There was even no line.
And then the minimum see at hand.
Yes,
Now, I am surprised as a Ghana for Refinima way now.
Refi,
so we refuse so as a emphobia who view. The reasons are the my hashtag stop Galamsey, hashtag stop Galamsey, hashtag stop Galamsey. No, so reasons, you know, the BM was a free one.
I am a Tracia, and me yard, dear. I say, may I know go be I dream. I said, no, me I know my yard because me be say, oh, yeah. Uncle Khan, Ghana for the Kasa, Yetia Galamsey, any near Mebia, na Enya, Nukrenie, any nay. We said, ye, a month for Bisanko for no ye to a dinwa. Ya no Bisan say, I come in the TC, Sanko for so, and I says, I come not to Kwana. Because I want one. Sabra no what any uncle can be a nipe binum this origina ye. I can't send me a year near Mebino. Adi chire Ghana for that Ghana for no. And nay, some kofuna da so how. Some pen for no da so how.
Ko baby ah.
Woman night, woman to kwayo.
Baby.
Anyem biada microphones anu mo kasemu no. Enyira yo, ensay yo. Media for no mo fra wo no no. And say kura de ba ko se oso okọ omso mbekunu. Galamsey no so mbekunu to aja wontimi nkobio. Ah, NPP abraso de. O se no obi enkum obi a o. Na utimi ko na akogunu aka. The difference between NPP and NDC no. Don't and do pity so. Will be a Timina Kana Sembia Kana Johnny the Ope. Dear only the enemy nada. Young Cassania Menka and Yaka. Namum Sana and this in Swabe, Dianyano. Ka. And this by a Fedia Motia Dase. Anna, Dianyano Mumna, Mam for Pana. And then this year, the Anya, and the Agitum. And I see him say, one of the Anya won't be in tea, Yanya will baby. Young Jimmy Tinagan and his had your man Coso. And to one man's house or Mra. Baby, almost should be that woman Piemra. And the same Ghana, the same people, and the woman. No one make casa. Now, okay.
My men na ade
baby is no sign
fu kware na aye
ko da dwene ye pa de ba de trimpa ne sa de we se de ba ni trimu pa ne sa de we ba ni trim se sa ankwara we mu no sojafo antimi anye sojafo ebi ko pension at the age of 51 omuguo amwo fi want man ko mobilize o mu nyina o ko se safa ne form so mu ne nkoyewe. So the nation is bleeding. The nation is bleeding. It's bleeding, and minimum.
Obi Tabantino Tiobeka said 2 months here and a nation is bleeding. And as we've been bleeding, and woman to us.
Baby, Obia Bobra Conin, Yamo Branco, baby, about could do a lot to us anymore. Cayenne bleed this way. It was just a light to do Monsanity. Galam says, see, you more tear Google, I'm saying more. Somewhere, friends say, Shibila, Papa Obenya in charge of ship or Ghana says, here, Professor Bina.
Dampo
o mi enko tradia na galamse nti afede wonya position ni roof galamse o samre galamse ni binin na wo hu amhaya mo kire ya forestry ni onam ho
ya
o makutwa na sekan so
twa sekan
enne se excavator ne kwa isi track ni susum yenu na eko o ma fa upstream and must have a downstream. As to no more, or communicate a penny, and go to so. And I have seen so much thing. And that's what we are seeing. That's exactly what is happening. And if you are happy about it, it's more uncle to a banana before Monday, but it's the money who be great. Because we told you guys, way more mobile, almost near the Papa and Pamobia. Me policy, or more way more. So we did a Baba Boagana for no policy back say single policy. Okay, Nancy TikTok may manage a friend's minister. Papa will buy on 7 size or 7 size if you begin how you do the Dogina do it. I'll show you for I didn't even begin a honor. So a fire service on your fire. Minister will take up minister. Good penny once immaturity at the best. Fire service for near breed Dumja, our moon who do more bread, Dumja, or buy our better as minister. Walk of fire service for Haku home and near my moon in as if we're not cooking in our assessment. Negalam ceremony. National security by Joy Couple or Santa Regionals for who buy the first a year come once a minute Galam Senqua. Because that's where money is. What was a honor, or blue light, blue ball and blue lights. So, friend, blue balls. A honor. Wako haku hu se security threat wako hu pruma no mo wonna manso na se for mega galamse wona wona. So how do you talk?
Okay, my member Dr. Evans Diaho na many member to us. Dog, good morning.
Good morning, Minua.
This year na share.
No, share. I can't phone to say but into me share.
Okay. Akwaba.
Yeah.
So lawyer episode jai hoko man lawyer conclude na commercial dialogue no more prepare and prepare machine pa na so abaya the first of its kind parliament no why ya there be ehu Ashanti caucus with the more create a caucus within the caucus and ya benya the commercial block no after the dialogue no. How are you seeking someone more constituents ni bedin komona seeking to correct the wrongs no you move forward no
say ni nyina ya yonkofa edi nkita hudi ayibedie ma me correct we enye a caucus within a caucus ɛyɛ sɛbi yɛ a yɛwɔ kumase no ane yɛhyɛ yɛntu saa nam akyire yɛde bɛfa baabi a
okay
Ashanti kɔkɔ so no ɔmo nyinaa ɛtaa yɛkyi yɛne ɔmo nyinaa na ɛyɛ abo yɛbɛfa baabi a na deɛ teɛ ne sɛ yɛbɛtu anamu bebree yɛwɔ programs bebree a yɛbɛyɛ
okay
yɛsɛ yɛ mankran ɛnyɛ yɛ debut yɛtena fam ti biribiara ni a yɛbɛba bɛfa no fam na yɛde akɔ soro
okay
so sɛ wohwɛ a ɛnaa no mmea me nua fukuo wakodua manso no ɔde manso deɛ namu wɔ parliament na ɔka ɛnaa no wobɛhwɛ a subi de ne deɛ namu bɛkwae obi a mmea me nua asafo agye de biara sɛ na osi bɔ bosome frɛ ho de biara na ɔbɔ bosome frɛ ho ɛnaa no a raise bosome frɛ ho tourism ɛnaa no a raise me nso de biara me de me market yi gyina mu so tie nyinaa deɛ hia yɛ nyinaa obi a ɛtɔn no hɔ sɛbi yɛnkɔte na yɛbɛdi sɛ adwuma no a yɛwie a yɛbɛba fam na yɛabɛtu ho anamɔ ne yɛhu deɛ ɛkɔ yɛne ne pɛdi nsa wɔ soɔ yɛwerɛwerɛ fiefie mu yɛbɛyɛ deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ biara.
Is it not the same energy that we see in the MPP when you are in opposition ɛna yɛde hunu but tumi ni ba
dabi
yɛtirim bɛsa yɛ dabi
hwɛ me no memate MPP supporters ase
production ɔhɛso gyere trɔtrɔ okay nsuo yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ obiara bɛhwɛ no ho yɛ no akora yɛ nnura accident bi so si ɛwɔ adenkotobaa bi police station hɔ ɛno so it was terrible nsuo no ahyɛ aseɛ ɛtotɔ sɛ bi sɛ de ahyɛ aseɛ ntɛm yɛ na yɛ ɛha gyere sɛ ɛtɔ amframa no so ɛwɔ mu no mframa no wɔde bɛyɛ tourist no baako bi tɔ Kumasi awie bi na mframa paa kyale na ɔsi aka deɛ
na aka birthdays ni bi
aka baako ana sɛ aka bi
aka mienu Alenanama Ajiman kwada yi ne papa ene Mr. Ajiman Bismarck Alenanama Ajiman ne papa ne Mr. Bismarck nti we dia ebosha ba miahwa kwada yi na ene eye ne birthday ye wish na happy birthday me mfa ne nkyere kakra na bosha ba fa no to so ne wi a ne akosie cha so nti akosie cha so kronom kwa pra ene ono so ewo na ono so ene ye ne birthday ye wish no happy birthday bosha ba show mami na nyame ya dum akwasi adanso ana me papa Reverend Adom Blankson ye gya no kwan all retire no ene nti ya ton sa de fradofo nyina da sa mo magya ye
ade we pa betwa mama ni pa so ma
ai ba ya twa sa fo yes bro
anti
abu akwa makro Assemblies of God, joy. You jay papa kwan. Reverend Adom Blankson, umejay wasum. O deserve si jano kwan. Aha. We eye akosie cha. Kronom kwa pra. Ena one any birthday nti we should happy birthday. Akwada no de no. Kwadano dia no na Reverend Adom Blankson retirement ni
so when the show
yes
but you must have fun about me
akosie cha no akosie no za de cha ena o iba so say when the show
I say ne news
so so fabric ni yan hwei
say internet na kan ho no okay Reverend Adom Blankson and Mrs. Georgina
Adom Blankson.
Okay. Yo.
Another Adom wa. Blankson
wa. There are pop Blankson.
It's what we say ne fe ye ne ka ho. Nyame Adom ma me.
Anti nyame ya akwa ye bo she wan show no.
Na ko
Osino.
Achim Heman.
Osino.
Osino
anti ye ko osino ase ko achim heman
ye ko achim heman si edu osino an ye besi ya
wo no wo mu ko achim heman
ye achim kwa nana
Kofi Asare
ne maame
ne maame
Mama penny
nyini kra anche 66 years
efiasa pon wa cha na wo se ara
David say enema bebre many pastor nya no nya no
66 years enti
ye kwa ye
atokwawe
oko oh atokwa
ye ko osinu
istiri
na yakoka
yenua beba ene abusua ne nyina
na nyame adoma you know memenda kro no ano ena ya maame madam Ernestina Apia osofu maame na dodo atade frɛ no chairman Nash ne yire ena ja ne maame da ho nti ono so na je se abusua be kwa akwhie mu ho no ahensan nti maame Ernestina Apia aka sofu maame and also but na dem say network ya
okay so I am told that the MPP UK 6 April general meeting and Komoyen because of it no intino Omar schedule no omo postponed it the court date for I'll get the date for you
the date is be wom dia
and was say e be so
annual general meeting and we share bu akonta ye bibia and on the last Sunday of May said the of a key a car intino maybe I don't know date on general meeting on 6 April and baby on be pushing at the aqua question
manasi so no so na na ewu nti juada juada no mbe na ochida
yamani yako okay
yo
edebe na aka biu
ni aka ya my Ghana nkomo
sese
wo bedi
eti ede ja no ede ja so ne ede aswa
na naka this watch ya
ya jina so na naka do
no
oh
sa
you cry
okay
na achim takrase nana kade oh nana kade nana kade kadi mo nyuno
etiye ko achim hemai de nana kade achim takrase mrantie
oh
mo ba kwa yenda be
me de metu fiada
Friday
me wia no pana na chese me metu
na mo nam kwan so
okay ana fokumo so beba ahomache
me manemu
okay na ze wo medru wo medru
so mane ye aso oh nyabot aso be mane ye mama de ne mra amade de hie amade do wo tibi di ma ne se wo so juwe wo mu
na so na kede ka na mo nyunu
amade tibi mane wo se jiwe
na so
jiwe ne fa we ko
yes
amade ne bi no jiwe ne fa we ko o te amade ne good
no me na wo se me de ko because I found kwa achim ko enim gwase be ba sweat eti me na medical no aya mo ma suma me na medical fanko eti fo ko me be chire na say medical so to chire na chire di
ayi ba say ebu akwa na ye be ba beji no hu amade no say we ebu akwa ndi nka meji no ho no na chese
nka da mamu sisi ya
oh endo you me twen we chire wo
ya me kobina mefira na me mamu de dikan mame
oh
na
enti na me kase we ebu akwa
egukam
enti na me kase we ebu akwa
cha me ko say oh come ne de say egukam mu aka
but more serious no ye nin kobo kakra and pay delis ne sama na wo mo ka no and me hu one caption say there ofa ye senior high school na enkola ekobi no ema abedoso asene mema and I think say idea and you say you buy any guso adwuma na na dan ko akufuado through Dr. Matupuku Prempe and then to Dr. Asiedu Ababeye ya and school the first nanka akwa ye mema akola na yesu kusuyansa no djuma kodija tenefie kojare ne ade nanka kranka say gender parity and ma etima be dosun ewo senior high schools no mo mema in the next 5-10 years say nema abadada tintim ye no STEM any robotics ne vocational education no say omu use ni yafuku how do you see say Ghana mabuna be peja no onimdia omubenya how do you see them
me picture Ghana ana mede toto China Japan and sa I
one of the last time I call honum no call China
China they are me call
oh okay so we see can was some case bia
South Africa
na me the ma me picture sa ne man ne say no me nim say men can industrial revolution o say de ni
yeah the fourth industrial revolution
yes na say no ye free tete kwano ya dwiri aya bibi fufuro bia ebetwe amaman ahodo nso aben yen na yenso enya wo no so mfa so anu bi ana Ghana ye hya ase se ye kono na minim beebi ane na mudie si ebetima toa so ne madwendwen
no ne asem
because oshe robotics na Dr. Duchum ade be wuro mu no already free senior high school na ankasa no bae no ebe boy ama nkomo a nka brabo mu on be bo asesa no wonu mu apeja reason ne say obi wo wa onya education say ye school entete bi ka ne wonim ho ana de wo ye ho a ngo betima akonanim school ya de yakọ adwuma
oh baby
school ya de pomade school ya de yafita adwuma school ya de yema bebre enti emfa woni adwuma a woyo ohia school no ankasa no education no e de aka ho enti nanka Ghana yenim de ne bekọ anim say wo ye fitani kura no a esan entete a on say wonu mo de TVT eba be ka ho
and especially cars ya by electronics
yes
you want the man be you can matter machine be to mun sem no bobo so papa so problem no ha you na ha no sa diagnostics for you
to be detected
enye school na obesua de aginim de kakra ka ho
that hybrid
game video pa na do dan kwa akufa do beso
aso ka na hybrid
na akufu ado breso enfidi a wonum krade baaye si ade be boansa do djuma kane ye hyase bi aduru ba bi agigu ye kura no wodi obe pagya mu saa na wo ye tele ni wo ye de ni wo benya sansa do djuma we nyina boa na abandada no adwen ne se ye ntete amanfo mo nsa do djuma ankoba se bi a book nko anasa ba djuma nko na ye de ho bete so na ye be wie na se di apostle safo kantanka eye mfidie ni ade no ankoye ono nko a afoforo bi so be bibi
afia ko bi can say no sansa no djuma no bebre no ye de ankrankra ebiebi na omo create industries a let me absorb you especially manufacturing companies and as industries.
Yes.
But I'm surprised to hear that government is a 1D 1F no. Wachem. Untimi so enkoma ye die enkwala no TVET technical vocational training umunya STEM medication no he no mobenya opportunity no I try their hands and then the knowledge the wisdom they have acquired no he no bit me I try their hands on it.
And until I'm saying, baby, I know we no misro no. All ba santete na abandada no hye say ya de tete ya mrantie na ma ba no. Wonya santete ni wi a on free school mo no. Mpo school mo kra no. Enfidi o de esia on free school mo no. Na industries wo ho a 1D 1F no ye bie. A obetimi akwanya adwuma ho so kra de. Sanya ne wo kɔ bi odo na adwuma kra no a chesa wo qualify say employee no e wa adwuma mu or sa qualification no enti we engineer companies ni here engineers ne waya bia no companies bi ehia nipa bi atesa a ebe fa wo numu na wakwakoye adwuma wo ho na no beboa no ana sai wono so bedi baabi obenya ni so ade hunu bi se ono so ebe bie dede na so se ya ban yi ba ye ya wo se 1D1F no watwamu no saa nipa no wi a ade no wo koye na aban so kwa de nwanwa wo mu ni se wetwa sika bi se wo de ba beboa nsanu dwumafo no apprenticeship so hwa yi bi otwa enti saa nkofo no one was here we are more quiet. I
thought he was going to invest in the 1D1F or kind of big push, you know. So we might identify Ghanaian indigenes or create something for themselves, or more businesses, industries. Now, what me I empower mono. And I said I feel no being before for a cry instead of saying to be or go invested that money into the 1D1F. No.
Me big push no me nti ase no picture na etwa kire me me big push na wo mo kan me ti ase ne say obetwa sika ache ama ne nkofo say sa picture na me huni de nti e ma me ka sa nie ye hunu bi pen and was side we ba ani papa pen ba ye eni ma wo do anka beboa on say e ka me say woni bibi fufuro bia obetimi dia bo Ghana fo enu abanda da no no odua no
green Ghana no
oba ye no we ntumi amfa bi fufuro bi ama wo eno no wasesa ni din no esebe lanche fufuro wa lanche na no etwe sika dia lanche ne nto aso ne de ye mede na so obeye no se de se na efata
no so ni asem
wo sika ye twa sa de akolanche ntebetumi ato nua no dodo se nua ko no ana wama ne nkofo etuguo ewo yakwa yemu enti ebe den
ne yakoyenim
ne etimi akoyenim owie ya jesa abandada nkofo no wo ma wo fa wo no adwuma awo ban Ghana mu no wo yi wo no nyina di
na fa ho no
o create loophole a obetimi di employ nkofo no owie akase my employ ni padodo say na just say one lay binum offer enka want me employed and you be say any so ade hunu ben ana na papa yi wa
e be pam yesisi
no di be di Ghana ban yi so
insuabo
oh anwa me di manu ato
wanu de bebe de kwa de beto ani de o kai ni azo bo me kuti azo de beto pamcho bribia obesha ase di nkomo saa na wo mpese babia wa ban e ball no homodin kodu ye no obeji ato se wa ball homodin na ebeye din so se
o neju ma ezina yi
e mu ba sanso a o mi da mo say don't worry sanso a no mo so cassette ya wo wa ban
se o so wa anye hwi okay
it is the essence you can say ebia na babia wo wa ban koduru no na o gidie ni se o hare so no ebia on betima communicate for instance ye nyina nkwan a ye de ye ho fa galamsey ene ye bu se no se ebia galamsey aban fufuri ba ye babia MPP aban mo ye koduru ye no ene we mu so ba ye hefa na koduru it is o assess from that angle me matrasi aka say ya yiri e ho because MPP bre no na MPP foa na mu di sa juma no ene NDC bre NDC fo ana AD sa
atwaso amo ya no double
obi ayi njomo so ye bi ba anya no na be bo ma Ghana akonani so what I say this is what the chrono so the chrono ma it is tie bia ene NDC wo so whether wakoma yo enye yo whether upeo
Ghana ni
Ghana fontina ene jomama his excellency tiso ti mesere munko siesie mu fie na mumu aban owo shi e ma ne nkodu baabi ese se odu efiri se aban we ti bi bomodin ama yesika ne kora ba ebi a 10 cities a se wo aban na eba kan hu se e be boa ma wo so ti ba prema kon ba wo tina ha na oni mi di achiye se de bi oba onye hwe omo so ka jo se oba wa anye hwe oba di ato
senior meti wasem na 100% na me hyase di free ho na me dia ba wie dem dia ba wie
ai aban no wa ban ni ye bi pa ba ni pa bi ani so
sanity
omo so aban no omo ye bi enye ni pa nyina ani so de esese ye hunu ni se me ne wasetrem no kwa ya be fa so a ye ho be hare ye enema bebre aban ba ye bi ani mani bia waye no kure ne se enye fe no kure ne se ensem fata untimi ntwe hu mfrim because every buy unu e oti woni mai ono ani party ono omo chia me kobo pe na ono ngaza aburo e di enti na o kan
na ne ma bi nye
afi do wonzo de make no oti yi no kan yo ma bi ono wo hu ni ma bi okofo mo tie no bi o kinkan no bi o mo de bi o kura no em se suspected ndc fo akọ she wa chi no ye sa
ya ma bibi
eti se ye baby edu no ampa be wo MPP bo NDC ba wan yire ho ankase Ghana nkomo no be di wanim kan ansa na be 2 years time be amanyo sem ankasa na fi what years ona okoba enimani ye de
foko minimum wi ye wo be 35 minutes esuo no ntino sinya yenwram na yenni enkomo me catch am say anopay I will be privileged say minya is a privilege and then an honor say mini senior omahene Kwabena Asante ebetena se na yedi nkomo ensuo no kwa no ahwa nka na nka wontimi ma na nso no for the love of our listeners and then our viewers no wabomode aba bedru enti yebewrem ne na di nkomo yebe zoom straight into election 2024 and yema esisi ye prior to election no and then election na ankasa he has seen it, he has experienced it ordinary ehunu watibi eba election dia from 1992 urban as a century ordinary di echira. I want to ask him say any ehunu election 2024 no different from the previous elections year from 92, 96, 2000, 2004, 2008, eba besi 2024 no. And afi enkomo ana party mienu nyina no edi no. Ene abato no nsunsanso no. Enkomo ana the two candidates ni edi no ene abato no nsunsanso no. How should it serve as a study adusua ma students of politics any political actors any day yebedi sa enkomo no enyina and then other side issues are probably he might want to talk about it as a journalist and I say as a broadcast journalist and also so yebedi enkomo no enche na je say your sports for no abeto so that is that also any fuku na I am marathon and I know my body and you know mo ede akowia ede ababedu say enti okay somebody also sent a message say the reorganization of the party so me musa no wasem say on so views on that no and so sentini nyina no in the next 30 or 35 minutes you better try say you bet me no e dia ba behim na ye twa enkomo ne tew and so e wo honom enti foko na je se one tintazi and I say I think that we are not senior every bano. You appreciate that point.
Yes. Pa menene ya adwen 100%. 100%. On say Ghana ne de ano ni ade a yentimi tutuleje John say de bia metaka say Ghana e japade ba akopa ye wa media mani so asundwe. Yeah. Ghana first. And found ni bibia Ghana first. Ghana no ekwa ansa na yetimi aya amanyosem. Ansa na yetimi aya bibi fufuo bi ebia enti untumi nto Ghana ntwene enye bibi na akoye no he Ghana ya.
And you can also say because it is not your party no you are wishing say o my no Dabi enye enka o manu gba uni beebi ti o manu gba uni beebi ti enti the senior can no many ni adwen 100%
ɛno ano wɔka no ndi na mmom sɛdeɛ yɛsi pɛ sɛ adeɛ no kɔ ɛne bɔ hyɛe a ɛbaayɛ anidaso a Ghanafoɔ nyaeɛ no wahuwuo asɛ ɛnkɔ ne saa nti ɛba saa na amanfoɔ hunu sɛ asa daadaa bi akɔ so ho ɛno ne adeɛ ma ne ha adwen nti na gye sɛ ɛna mpo koraa no wɔn mu yɛ ne sei na se yɛanka wɔn mu ntumi nyere wɔn ho nyɛ nea ɔso yɛ
ɔmo yɛ
basa a yɛ na tirimuda koraa no ɛbɛma wɔn mu ate ada nti papa no ba yɛbɛka deɛ ɛnyɛ nso ɛba yɛbɛka adwuma no sɛ ɔwɔ se ka nti yɛnyɛ ne mu bia o yɛbɛka ne apema kɔ ani
na mema bɔhyɛ ba mmoa me na yɛnhwɛ ɔma mama no video bi sɛsi a ɛno nsuo ɔtɔ wɔn kran no so for how long ɛna nsuo bɛkɔ so atɔ ama yɛn mpɔtɔmpɔtɔm no flooding
ɛgya yɛ ɛno nso du so si kotoka
Anyways, because of how we do our politics, I understand where he's coming from. Now, see what you're saying. Yes, una wa hanu say. Anopa crown man now to say enquire maybe I'm going fire where children who's enquiring the numbers. An opportunity to say, and
yep. Now, elder na say deacon.
Elder.
Lawyer. Lawyer say
elder.
Oh, yeah, elder.
Meme wo apostolic empowerment. And Obi wo Pentecost. And the lawyer elder Obi. And elder Omahene Kwabena Santi.
Elder Omahene Kwabena Santi. Oh, okay. Nana munta sorry eh.
Yeah, hwede nyambe. Say eye frɛ. Do ko for so na we.
Na frɛ ya na eye phone call na say.
Well, we asma ba o so nyame na nyame 90 year. So okasa mani party. And then nyame gusu kasa. Nyame timi nam o so say wanya yi chiri bi aba me na me ye nyame adwuma. Ba nyame say bi abrene so. Ana say onyame betimi anam so ana bibi so bi ote beti se ni bi how we see there nyame na ye na de enti na so nyame frɛ obi no na onya enti wo no ye careful so ko da so bi nyame afrɛ na wo na wo je
good enti for time to zoom straight into election 2024 obi e ka bi obi say asofo bi na bomb paye obi say MPP general secretary called say spiritual na former government na so dey among for tunufo no party move for tunufo. What understanding has the 2024 election offer you about Ghana's election?
BBI possible. BBI possible already wa abrabom. The children so say na amanyo sem ni amemu no. Say oh your nyoma even your strongholds be very careful. Ana asa amaya ni ada ho say unye tumi a that's in the padodo na e kasa kirewa ti if we say omo no modo koba. So at Asenti, the SCB and Unia also on TSM. Then you want to challenge the might of God. At the SCA, a lot of factors and money teach wedding kuguno. Irresponsibility, recklessness, to me without Timamana Broso, ya can kebi, Oyenoma and Sem Fata, still on Tisa, Oyenoma and Sem Fata. An election is not won in a vacuum. A process leading to your losing an election. And clearly, the Obo for the central for your Monsimo Caliber front, 3 months to elections. Say the Omo call after a year new patriotic party. It even central for the number of times I draw attention to some of the issues about Nana, the approach, His Excellency the former president, the approach to certain issues, the approach, say, and the members of parliament, the Krabi, Jinakasi, and Passmesi, and all Binti, and some of the decisions that he took are affected. Some of the posturing of the party members also are affected. More presidential primaries, two lead contestants, Omochi Taifo, Omochi party. So at Asenti, no currently say a lot of the issues that are happening or are happening to more party, new patriotic party, it's not as a result of BBO. More na mode more sama kujaso. Ana more na mako kumune.
Ni enya atofo
na moto madi abamo. E di minim di ndia we be complain.
But enya nwanwa say they were fortunate. Say omudi omu were a former president. Otiho. ono no wa famu da mamu no obubi da fie nwotwe intino baby amokeka kon eltra at least he's there to guide you unlike the NDC because be on them.
But you know that when it comes to your new patriotic party, only say there are breaks and cracks. The NDC easily mends themselves more than the MPP. The MPP is a party mojitum will be in the right, so it's difficult in that party than in NDC. The NDC say we cross say sinto or come from mendi sinto no. You know, you might not like certain approaches, but how you whip into line easier than whipping the NPP in line. And to me, as Central in Libya, Damika say sometimes say Omanye careful. The attractiveness of the NDC is soaring high, especially amongst the youth. There's a mentality that there's a mentality that MPP muti say wakusukua asum parties yeba ekrano ikapido bidi krano ebi ankomufa enfemo krano. But look at how His Excellency the former president is doing it. That's what I say. Wow, unia or a regional minister. Yeah. Oh no, young exuberant doctor. Oh yeah, Juma. So what I say. It how Anna could you be an obedient? All of these contributed to more part in a challenger. Oh no, abis in there when you media. Maybe Adam Kamini will be a cosi and comma. When we are analyzing the failures, we say that 3 tier, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Said the physical, the spiritual, and then the realities. You know, a lot of things went against this MPP government, especially one. Bank collapse. It doesn't matter in explanation. And now by a banking sector, now by a mining sector, it's been overtaken by foreigners. Mining, I'm from Ghana for the saying encourage you say it's a heavy investment area. It didn't push Ghana for the donor and Kosabia. No, they thought to be moved by a banking sector. Ghana for banks and Kasana and it's trade from Togo, Nigeria, South Africa for the Epijani Musa. It's your mind and Kasa G at the idea Jumabua difficult for us. So could rat a dready more. Ghana need a new or mine a commercial company. And so we come become now no yet. Why are we talking? These are the areas we have to look at. Yes, sir. And in some baby because of brain as of mine. It is opposite diagnosis. A lot of things are and labor also came up. That the illegality in terms of the mining sector, which was true, because all of fire and free need so any dominance. Physically say MPP, assassin in Amanasa and NDC the assassin. That's why they are threatening. I have pictures on my phone just last week. My visitors, I'll be from Gosu going through BBNE to I am free a dear Sunday side because how you know was a crop. In fact, my year program was a crop many obi. Now a year cocasetia, a former good year to into the at that material moment, you know, now the then Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, no, yeah, training section was at the end of the seminar. I work in Pisky. He said, yeah, Papa is about also work in Pisky. I spoke against it, the era Amabua. I said, say, the illegality of what the mining the ina can and yeah Kempinski Debbie at that time I mean it will be was a cropona sir advocacy no the minister then no crown Abu right got angry at us but even your feedback it tells you say and yet the thing can Debbie it's a different game altogether me I'm here advocacy for such an illegality me a young guy be by but Rebecca Chem say, me man 30,000 Ghana cedi. Every month be an Obama me 1 million Ghana cedi. Listen, no me jai to be na me yema. Yes, I've said it several times. 30,000 Ghana cedis every month. Every month, busui be Obama 1 million Ghana cedi. 10 billion. Yes, Obama koji concessions society and nam wo home. Minimum how mu reform or say and nam wo aduane wo. Me di obedi mama me I be shocked. And 1 million no minimum. Because our core point at Chemabronsa was the apartments, was the barbering saloons or see so they are making huge investment. You got 2 as right for near opposing for Mubambo or Mokoyamojibano or Mojao. In fact, or Tetrete or Bonhomodo was a on this fight against illegality. So the reality is that a political parties now yet domino. Yan ye this Jumano. supported by Nananom, Binum, any opinion leaders, ni Binum, assemblymen, ni Binum central for the businessmen, all these people near Ghana for the year. Which matter excavator, I call a year was a crop, and for a better room nakusi. It's deception. Minim the idea goes with that, I was. I mean, in past, the idea goes with that, I was. And I told the labor, 3 months election raising issues. I'm catching. No. Baby, I can't be doing as a man. Or president no but Wontumi as a president no for 2 months. And no never must uncle Monaba say mosu ebia mosu maba. It means me say labor no or mosu omo efa. But yen mindset. It is very unfair, and it will be very unfair to use 2 months to judge this current administration to fight Galamsey. How are they going to do it? How is it possible? When the minister himself, said, the people who are involved in these operations, they are so sophisticated. Sometimes their power is becoming more than the state powers, in terms of Nyomo Muyusu and the Kutia. Even here in Erastus, also he's under threat now by NDC people.
I've been reading from the Facebook.
Period. It is your dada. Here that more problem you too a man your sem kitikitirin to China your family 2 years. Yeah, sure man children say. And yeah dada because who is practicing illegality now is the NDC in terms of mining. But it will be unfair to tell the NDC that
what about them with 2 months?
It's very unfair. It's very unfair. Now as the simple be saying was saying MP before him say I think I know more the Asante phone dialogue. No one because now when one come and say more position MP before almost no more two you know number.
I read from Facebook say the Asante Nation film. No say when they realize say so someone come who boom.
So that is more party problem, but Ghana problem is here solve. The Ghana problem needs to be solved because you solve what enche any probable danta they are normal. So
how
our standards are falling.
Deal with it, especially in the media space.
Me no problem. It's the two of us. The two of us referencing the bigger picture of the media. Because one, you're principled. Or my nankasa you're principled. Decisions people take today, tomorrow when the scales change, they change their minds. Maybe after December 7th, if Nipa during NDC time, or justify the entire area, Osaki Nipa free. Even though Wakase, John Dramani Mama, His Excellency, had the mandate after December 7th still to engage people to work for Ghana. But now it's a different thing. If you turn the skills, the same thing, MPP, almost so much rich remuna and this na muye say and amu radio bifi and amu say na mo fa na mo kwa na we dey masa a croc the John in here. So until the media takes a position, they be America being an MPP journalist yourself, no Gandhi. Anybody, when you mic this microphone, o party asem de only omo canal fire omo de omo no party asem. But bribi obenya akwanya se wudi nkomo se Ghana nino. Wontumi radio no. You need to speak to the issues because everybody ball. It is sometimes I play back some of your exploits when you were dealing with the matters from a national point of argument. I say, to your part, sometimes I could bow play back now, and you may be a waka na or mining puntu or mining kanko. Say the betty matina share and you may no mine fapim net imagine we what can be brave. It will be beyond society. Unya party so no much. But let us start thinking the Ghana factor. And the bonus encouragement. Yes, saying blackmailing, character assassination, exaggeration, and contumpo dishonesty are a part of the process. If I were to be propagating more lies, we now quite have more views and lies.
As I said,
it is views na Bibia kojina sika enimonyam ne standards no ya to atwene Bibia kojina sika enti na make actually say yenimonyam a Ghana emrekuni dia man as the fourth realm of the state was a fourth whatever no ye to na JJ mu because we have to be very careful in our dealings as media personnel o man dia aye nyina no ye ya na montu ni into ye any sin to ye shisha abem. I have to be very frank.
me di for me nuanom mpanyimfo ne nkumaa ne di for and have repeated this.
Is it about how we get into it?
Well, it's not. It cannot.
The training.
Well. It's about
policy.
It's about organizations. Standards. A problem. There are no standards. There would be a call for fire, but no name PV and someone. You can say Cabral Blia me and between Asiedu Charles. We understudy them and we. And these are the standards. I say, won't minka, brofu won't minka, akankasa won't minka, we won't mean yet, won't be here. Benny, what are we seeing? What are we reading? What are we hearing? In fact, we are Centronia and the Boni, no one on ya. Untimin Tronia Tema into. And it is the order of the day. By the way, if you say, or mine that, you know, and ye chichri through yen sem kaye, yen century. Ebenye nsunsuanso yi wo ye dachi so as on mine. The biggest problem we have in this country, the media. The biggest. The biggest.
Where do we start the correction?
Well, we only start the correction by having that focus that we are Ghanaians. Everything is Ghana first. Everything should be Ghana first. So, yeah, in your mindset, that transformation, that renewal, no. Facha munia tise minia kuma na meti o kaze aba onyade Debbie me my regional minister na baso so
yeah, I have done that several times
here. Regional minister na baso say me His Excellency the former president the kind president or appointee Mebruno. I had certain reservations and fear and it is still there, but this guy Dr. Mwakwehene is proving some of us say they are capable. They are capable of doing it. It is a nyasa nkofoni bi be ya kind for. What we need to do as citizens of this country is to push but not to dim the light. De bia da no na ye pese ye dumja. Kan ye bia na nsuma bia ye hyen bia no na ye pese ye dia manyo sema na kwan bi so ye tibidi dum se eja. Enyefe. And honestly, this regional minister has a certain uniqueness and energy that are positive. We have to tap in from. It is like the current vice president, Okase, and no other Okase, Donald Trump, US, or you know, one day, you can't as before. Because you may free before maybe he has no idea. But and the woman spoke the truth. We're a sovereign nation. In fact, when you blesses or there to Ghana, so in Africa, beyond measure. And until Nkrumah see through Koka said the black man continuously is capable of managing his own affairs. What we have had as a challenge, ABC Nam and Okase, continues to be how dishonest we are. We are not principled. And the partisan approach to almost everything. Partisan approach. Partisan black style kobobo no be bumpers or money be players in Tokwensi na mungu na beye na no manji sisram na akufa do anji din na jo mama anji din butani na no cap na blaster de bebe fi no apart from Ghana dia atro enkwan wo maso no sikane adwuma ne anigye ne ahosane bi ebetim dia bere. But what are we doing to ourselves? So there should be a total transformation or shift from the kind of mindset we have now as a people and as a country, because the standards keep falling. And because gradually we are losing our identity as who we are as a country. And then, even on a lighter note, Boni di offer di in a social genua, Quasiquano change style this very question. Almost styling and no cast all cabro for cry, all catry almost through Cafra, Fraucan, run almost to say Kofa to Jibra, Kofa, Potoriabra, Kofa, Amoasiano, Buanian. No, hey, who do you crassini, Papa? This is where I was born. Donald Trump said, America first. Wherever I sit and I'm doing radio or TV, piano, I have a pledge. We are not a Kukumu pledge. We are not a pledge. We say, make Kwabna Santi, may I have funny, may share boss and no my dear Munyam share, I didn't control the bar for Enna Mayer, Sana Kumaus Mayer, Sana Kwabins Mayer. It is a subset of the bigger picture, which is Ghana. Now, my semi crew for my semi obo. I don't know Ghana mean to be Ghana, but Ghana be. But when you wake up, you go Ghana bank one in my setting. Yeah, pay ways and means to milk the country. Obia no pay ways and means to support the country to stand. Ghana Ekoshoko. Over the ladder now, what you see now, a party, friends,
loved ones, relations, and a Ghana, etc. Now they be a Ghana, so I better Ghana to my John Pacoso. Let's limit our partisan interest in our dealings. So I say Ghana, so this say another area between the poverty of the mind. People are naive. They are poor in their reasoning and in their judgment. Krobia here, so adokru ni biano, any ahochen, and they are hoya and bre and never. So there are a lot of issues. Yes, you know what so go crano. So once a pipe a paya, you know, they are for now. No, yes, plumber fast. And then who's a pipe na pie. Ubia the car type fast work your makwabasa. Yeah, any a trust you could be the issue. You ujin sulma, unasi, kama, ya fair. Because no, because your program will be a Janisian. Metro O level 86, Unicorn House. Inti, me do me share Unicorn House, I'm sure say, hey, na jeans, if you pa na chia fire, do my shisha no basa, be say. We are not improving, we are deteriorating. You do any cry, you out there, but near sis, will be able so yes, and then you are near Yadia Hodua, a alien to the black man again, and a day back. A more cry yet to crown. Yashas ye, a covase, a brofo monkwan, and he rise. I bet no money sick a great major, no, you must let him about mining. Ye taste no free, young cassa. Ya tadwi ye nkati ye kurikuri ye bunu ye wurewure ye taste na a shift call a new taste altogether, and we are losing our identity. Obia person or adapt to say or American people are proud to be called Americans. People shy away from becoming Ghanaians. There's a problem. Makojina America Ghana program ayeye na ye phrase ye mu bi beta Ghana for nechi ye bo Ghana national anthem Ghana for nyina atnas Ghana program. You bought American national anthem. Oh my goodness. Omo to said ye omo no ye chomon from Ghana. You're asking yourself, you see the colonial mentality, but don't blame them because there's a certain principle and policy here in this country. So what's going on in this country? We can't change for the better. We can't.
Well, unfortunately, I was here, sorry, but the 9th Parliament. Your expectation from them?
Oh, they should think Ghana. This is Ghana. Now, Parliament is a secret control of China and buy now. Parliament is a secret. I go furniture name who for more than Ubiani access progress. I go Ubiani access. I go find no money for China and buy. And you know, think Ghana anyway. Yes, you're Ghana month. Yeah. You're Ghana month. Young Casa, you continuously. Yes, so what you say. And you shut up every month. The other day, more report we have. I shan't read now. But is there a report?
Is there a report?
Maybe is there a report?
Mentiasi.
More report if I shan't read Jabba. We are sure yes.
I said supposed to come to you. On the other hey,
your party should set up. I think they at the right time with the barbecue and my only
Omuka said Dr. Baumia carried the sense of Nanado.
By the 8 years, he continues to be a victim of circumstances. It was clear. If you are a student of politics and you've analyzed the Ghana situation, definitely, a victim of circumstances. As to how he can build on that victimization or be successful, it's another issue you have to deal with. But Wontumi the sense of Nana Dundebito, if a reasonable percentage of it, to the vice president, you can't run away from that. And then said Nana Jin Obeko Biema professor. The modimbo and the good things John Mama who do. You cannot now my uncle fan say spill over by and you want to be also.
Yes, of course.
Positive I say also. Negative I say also. But you have a government fighting illegal is a problem. A government no reshuffle. A government where rather blah 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 blah. A government can be. A government who think that he knows even better than the people who is ruling.
Well, that's it. But if it's sports for